Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is slated to give a speech in Tel Aviv about an hour and a half from now to detail what Israeli officials say is new intelligence on Iran's nuclear program. In a speech targeting an international audience, sources tell me Netanyahu will speak in English from the equivalent of Israel's Pentagon, a backdrop usually used by Israeli prime ministers in wartime. I'm also told the head of Israel's National Security Council has called other signatories to the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal, including France and England, to share the new intelligence. Pentagon officials are not saying whether they were given a heads up about an apparent Israeli missile strike overnight on an Iranian base and weapons depot 7 miles outside Hama in northern Syria. Explosions at a base known as Brigade 47 may have killed up to 29 people, including Iranian fighters. Surface-to-surface missiles shipped into Syria by Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps were believed to be stored at the base. Fighter jets flying over Jordan dropped bunker-busting bombs, according to sources in the region. The explosions occurred shortly after Secretary of State Mike Pompeo left Israel after meeting Netanyahu for 2.5 hours.
We remain deeply concerned about Iran's dangerous escalation of threats to Israel and the region, and Iran's ambition to dominate the Middle East remains. The United States is with Israel in this fight.
Defense Secretary Jim Mattis met with Israel's defense minister at the Pentagon last Thursday. Earlier in the day on Capitol Hill, Mattis told the Senate Armed Services Committee he was concerned about the proxy war in Syria escalating into a war between Israel and Iran.
Is there a significant risk of escalation at this moment that would not only engulf Syria but spread throughout the region?
Complex question. I believe the short answer is yes, Senator. I can see how it might start. I'm not sure when or where. I think that it's very likely in Syria because Iran continues to do its proxy work there through Lebanese Hezbollah there and over into Lebanon. And so I could imagine this sparking something larger.
Something larger that could draw the U.S. into a war with Iran if the escalation is allowed to continue. That is what has Pentagon officials concerned.